Welcome to the What's Our Verdict podcast, where we fashion ourselves cinematic judge and jury. My name is JJ Crowder. I'm here with my co-hosts, Matt Senheiner.
Better red than dead.
Javier Ortiz.
What is up, my nerds?
And Ian Anderson.
Some shit.
Do you ever find yourself wondering if you should spend the time, money, or both on a movie? Well, we're here to answer that question for you. Each week we put a movie on trial, discuss the facts, pass judgment, and let you know our verdict. So check out our other episodes. If you're watching us on Facebook or Instagram, you can head over to our website using the link in our bio. If you're on YouTube, the link's in the description down below. Our deep dive review will be available on Monday, December 21st. This is our spoiler-free review. You can also listen to that deep dive wherever you find podcasts are found. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Ghana, just to name a few. And as always, it's completely free. Today we're reviewing Greenland. It was released on December 18th, 2020. It was written by Chris Sparling. It was directed by Rick Roman Waugh. It starred Gerard Butler, Morena Baccarin, Roger Dale Floyd, and Scott Glenn. It's about a family that struggles for survival in the face of a cataclysmic natural disaster. So again, this is spoiler-free, so let's jump right in. I'll get started with this one, guys. And if you haven't tuned in before I do this with us before, is your first time, we do a three-tiered scale for our spoiler-free, and that is it's worth it, meaning you should really check this out. It's worth spending the money, putting on your mask and go sitting in a movie theater if you have that available to you. Stream it is the next one. That means it's good enough to wait till it's free to stream, or, it's much cheaper than it is right out the gate. And then finally skip it, meaning you don't need to watch this movie. It's just not good. So with that said, for me, guys, I went into this movie not expecting much because it's a survival world-ending movie, and the only thing that I was excited about is I do enjoy Gerard Butler. I like Morena Baccarin. Both of them usually do very good in whatever they're starring in, and they didn't disappoint in this movie. They were very good. I enjoyed the kid that played their son. Outside of that, though, it was a typical world-ending movie for me. It was entertaining at times. The one thing I will give this movie is the tension was ratcheted from the moment this movie started to almost the finish. Even before all the craziness started, it was tense. It was uncomfortable in some areas. So I will give it that. As far as it being like some phenomenal movie, it's just not that. It's entertaining if you need something to watch. For me, it was fun. And again, I love Gerard Butler. I love Morena Baccarin in it, but that's about as far as I get with this movie. For me, it's a stream it. It's not bad enough to say don't watch it, but it certainly isn't worth the $20 it'll cost you right now to watch. Javier, what about you?
Yeah, I'm going to agree. It was good to see Morena Baccarin again in something. It was good to see Gerard Butler and is it David Denman from The Office?
Oh, yeah.
He was in it for a little bit. There's some fun, little, not cameos, but short stints with, relatively well-known actors that you've probably seen before. So that was a lot of fun. I thought the main characters did really well. Honestly, I had fun with this movie. If I'm being honest with myself, I thought it was fun. I watched it with Mattson. I was just talking shit about it the whole time. But I legitimately kind of had fun watching that movie. So I like it better than some other survival movies like 2012 and Day After Tomorrow. So I'm going to give it a worth it, with the caveat of if you like those world-ending survival movies. And I didn't watch the one with The Rock. I mean, just for the trailer, it looks better than that. So
it is. I will give you that. Yeah. It was better than that. I don't even remember what that movie was called.
I don't either.
Is that the skyscraper one?
No, that's a different one. That one's also.
Oh, you're talking about the Los Angeles terrible one.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It's called Los Angeles, isn't it? Or LA or something?
Something like that.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, it's bad. Cool. All right, Ian.
Yeah, so I don't like survival movies. So I knew what I was getting, from the commercials and the previews and all that stuff. And it's definitely a skip it for me. If you like watching hysteria and people scream a lot, then you'll love it. But I think that's the most annoying thing. I think it would have been better if the movie started when when Greenland ended, if that makes sense. Once you watch it, you'll get it. But I would have rather watched that movie. Yeah.
Dude, that's 100% what I said. I was like, and if anyone has a recommendation for like movies or books that are like literally day one post-apocalyptic, like, okay, now we got to rebuild. What do we do? I would be very interested in that story.
Yeah, that story would be way more fun then. And you could even keep the name because they're all in Greenland. So
fair enough. All right, Mattson, finish us off here.
Wait, did I just totally space it? Did we get his answer?
Yeah, he said skip.
Skip it.
Oh,
Yeah.
he skipped it, man. I spaced out. Dang. All right. I'm not going to be as harsh. I'm going to be a stream it. Everyone's kind of already said if you're a survival enthusiast, I don't think this is the worst movie you've ever seen. I did like, as I think JJ brought up, the tension of this movie. I think they did a pretty good job in carrying that through. And I did like that they focused, it seems like for most of the movie, less on the meteors coming down and just more about the tension of the people in that regard. But this movie has some plot jumps or decisions by key characters that, I mean, maybe you just make those crazy decisions because you're in survival mode, but it sure, I don't know, didn't make a ton of sense to me. And I had a hard time believing that. We'll get into some of those things, I'm sure. But for that matter, I think for me, just a normal stream it. But as JJ alluded to, if you have to pay $20 to stream this right now, I say stream it while waiting for it to be free to stream on whatever platform it comes out to. Don't pay $20.
Oh, I forgot about that. I'm gonna amend mine to stream it. Yeah, don't pay for this movie. I forgot that we paid money for this movie because I haven't paid money for a movie for a while. Again, I'm very sorry about that, JJ.
That's all right. Cool. So it sounds like it's an overwhelming stream it with a hint of skip it. So not something that you need to rush out and, obviously go to a theater, spend money. The $20 to stream it right now is a little extreme across the board for this movie. It's worth watching. I feel it sounds like everybody except Ian because his preferences, right? Which is great. Don't spend money though. Cool. Well, that's our spoiler free. Oh,
Ian liked 1912 or whatever that shitty movie's called. So take that with a grain of salt.
Oh shit! I don't even think you got the year right, dude.
Yeah. What's it called?
1917.
Yeah.
Wow, I was off by a few years.
Oh goodness. Anyway, well, there's our spoiler free. Again, tune in for our deep dive. If you want to know even more about this movie and some of the things that we've talked about in depth, we will have spoilers there. So if you want to avoid spoilers, watch it first, and this one will get you whether you should watch it now and hopefully help you make that decision. But Matt, so why don't you tell them real quick where they can find us?
Yeah, you can find us wherever good podcasts are found. Apple, Spotify, Ghana, many other places. Come check us out on our website at whatsourverdict.com. See what we're going to be doing next month. And then if you want to engage with us on social media, on Instagram and Facebook, please do. And you can check out our YouTube channel as well if you'd rather listen there. So we're everywhere. What's Our Verdict for our movies? What's Our Verdict TV for TV?
Awesome.
Everywhere. We see everything. We hear everything.
Well, now I just feel creepy, but thanks everybody for tuning in, watching us, listening. We appreciate it, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Whoa!